Welcome to the beginner to advanced Excel tutorial by SlideScope. In this tutorial, we are learning about creating and customizing charts in Excel for data analysis. So here we have a simple Excel file here. In this Excel file, you can see we have four charts. These four charts have been created from this data that you are seeing here. Okay. This combo chart has been created with the help of this data. So in this chapter, we are doing an introduction to charts in Excel. And as an introduction, you will learn how to create line chart, pie chart, a column chart, and a combo chart. We will do more charts later. Like in Excel, you can create different other type of advanced charts as well. So we will cover them later. So suppose you have a data like this. For example, you have monthly sales data. Okay. This can be data of all 12 months and what is the sum of sales for all 12 months. So here you can see we have one date related value. We can say that it is a date related value. So this is the x axis and this is y axis. Let's say if you will select this data, obviously you can convert it into table by pressing Ctrl T, which we have done many times in this tutorial itself. And here what you can simply do, you can go to insert, and here in insert you will get an option for recommended charts. So if you will click recommended charts, Excel will automatically decide what type of charts you can create. Okay, so here you can see it is selecting pie chart, also it is giving us this column chart, line chart. So actually this is the kind of data that we have used for testing, where we can create all four type of charts. Now we just have to remember that when we create a line chart, in that case we have a continuous variable like this sales, and on x-axis also we can have a continuous variable or something that is related to time. So for example, these months are arranged in a specific order. It is, these are in ascending order: January, February, March and April. So by selecting this, we can select the line chart. When you will select line chart, you will have option for 2D line and 3D line. So you can select a three-dimensional line. So it looks like a 3D structure, or you can go there and insert a chart with 2D line. Okay. So here is a simple example that you can use. Now in this chart itself, you can find various designs. So you can select this design, this design. In this design, you can see all the points are also mentioned here, like 2000, 2500, 3000, 3500. So the sales points are also marked, and on x-axis the first column is appearing, and on y-axis the second column is appearing. So this is a simple chart here. Now we can press Ctrl Z. So what you can do, you can try from these different examples and create a beautiful looking chart. Next thing that you can do here, you can change the chart type from here. So if you don't want to select line chart, you can select pie, area. So on same type of data, you can also create an area chart. Okay, so you can create an area chart like this. So when you will go in insert, and here when you have selected line, so in line you can select either a line chart. So you can use this chart type to show trends over time, that is years, months and days, or categories. You can also use it when the order of categories is important and there are many data points. So here order of months is very important, even though it's a categorical data, but its order is very important. So in increasing order of months, what is the sales? Okay, this way we can get some analysis about the trend, whether in future it is going to increase or decrease. Similarly, in an area chart, you can use this chart type to show trends over time, that is years, months and days, or categories. And you can use it when category order is important, that is to highlight the magnitude of change over time. Okay, so here also in both cases order is important, that's why we have selected this. So this simple data is our line slash area. What you can do is line or area. What you can do is you can simply copy this and paste this. Okay, so we can simply copy and paste the chart, and after pasting you can select the line chart from here. Okay, so it's up to you what you want to show. This is one example. Now let's take another example. In this example we have the similar kind of data. So in this data we have regions. So let's copy once again. In this data you can see we have region and sales. It is representing region by sales. We again press Ctrl T and convert it to table. Here we will select it. In such kind of cases we will try to create a bar graph. So let's say bar or column. So here when you will select it and go to insert, because we have a categorical data on one axis and continuous numerical data on another axis, in such cases we can select the first option, which is column or bar chart. When you will click on it, you will see 2D column chart or 3D column chart. 3D column charts is almost similar to 2D column chart, but it looks better. And here also you have options like this. So you can see it is giving a 3D feel and looking very nice. So this graph is looking better than that 2D plain graph, but it can be created from here. Now these particular type of graphs, these are, let's press Ctrl Z. So let's select it once again. Yeah, so these vertical bars are known as columns. These are clustered columns. It is, and we will see their clustered use also. But since we have only two axes, so these type of graphs are used to compare values across a few categories. The order of categories is not important. So in this case, you know that north, south, east, or west are not in any particular order. Okay, so you can simply select any one of them. And similarly, if you want the horizontal bar, that is clustered bar, so this is also used for the same thing. The chart shows duration, the category text is long. Okay, so in this case you can see the category text appears on y-axis and the length of bar represents the amount of sales in this case. Whenever you are creating a graph, you can rename it from here. So you can rename it like region wise sales. Okay, here you will see different type of options like border, solid line, gradient line, automatic, and what color do you want for border of this text. If you select the entire graph, then you know what type of line do you want for it, what type of transparency of line do you need, and its width is currently 0.75 point. You can increase the width also. So all the settings like styling of these bars are here, styling of these graphs are there. Here you can see cap type, that is round or square, you know, and rounded corners you can enable. These type of settings are there to make your graph more stylish, and this is very important. From here, while selecting the graph, you can see effects option. In effects option you can see the 3D format. You can enable it like this, or enable something like this. You can enable shadow here, like there are some preset shadows here. You can see a shadow effect. So these type of things you can try from here. And this is size, like format shape. So what will be the height of it? So currently it is all locked. So, and here are other properties which we cannot edit unless and until we select it. So from here we can increase height, width. We can lock the aspect ratio. So when we increase or decrease width, height will also increase or decrease in the same aspect ratio. Otherwise they will increase or decrease independently. So this is one thing that you have to do, and this is the bar or column chart. You can try different type of designs also. So when you have a chart, you will see chart design. From there you can select any type of design like these grid lines, color, effects, everything will be there. Okay. Similarly, let's consider pie chart. So again, pie chart and bar chart are mostly created where we have categorical data on one axis and numerical data on other axis. Okay. So here we are trying to create a pie chart. So we will call it pie. Now in pie chart, as you can see, these are four products. Okay, there can be n number of products. So if product are, let's say there are 100 products, then creating a pie chart will not be a good choice. But since there are four products, we can create a pie chart because in pie chart we can only see, you know, a particular amount of products only or a particular amount of sectors only. So here when you will select, you will go to insert, you can select pie. In pie also you can create a 2D pie or 3D pie. Okay. Now why do we show a pie chart? So you can use this chart type to show proportions of a whole. Okay. So because on x axis we have product name, so we have all four products. But on y axis we have market share, or you can say on other axis you have market share. Okay. So let me zoom in. So you have product and market share. Let's turn it into a table by pressing Control T. So when on x-axis you have something and market share. So market share, if you will sum all of them, its sum will come to 100. Okay, because that's because it's a market share. Which product has what amount of market share? And in pie chart, the complete circle represents, obviously it is 360 degree. So these 360 degrees represent 100% of something. So 100% of market share. Now every sector here, okay, every section that you are seeing like blue, red, green and purple represent a particular color, and this is legend that you are seeing. Okay. It has automatically selected these four colors. There are different styles, like if you want to show the market share like this, if you want to show market share like this, it's your choice. Like for example here it is more clearly visible. Okay, here also we have the same type of settings like shadow presets and all, so you can show them. Okay, if you select on any particular option, so now you can see the product A has been selected, which holds 40% share. You can increase or decrease its transparency, okay, of shadow. So for this color only. So there are a lot of settings that you can do. Let's say we want to fill a different type of shadow color. If we want to fill a background color to this a different background color, so now we have selected border. If we select fill, so in fill currently we have selected automatic color, and automatically blue color is there. Let's say we want to select this blue color. Sometimes companies give us some kind of brand guidelines, and in those brand guidelines we have to follow certain color patterns. There are some allowed colors. So from here you can do that, right? If you have selected the chart, so you can fill a different background color to your chart. If you selected these shapes, so you can select different color for these shapes. So this is something that you can do. Okay. Now if I selected every color, so every color was green. We can start selecting them one by one also. Okay. So that is also what we can do. So this is a pie chart. In this example, you can see we are showing market share. Let's say we have a data set where we have people from different classes. Let's say we have a passenger data set. So it is given that in passenger class 1 there are 4,000 people. In passenger class 2, there are 3,000 people. In passenger class 3, there are 8,000 people. And we want to show that data, like, the percentage of passengers in each class. So then also we can select something like that. So it is very good to show with categorical variable. Remember, here we are showing data, or we are able to show the data because we have grouped the products. Okay, when you will group the products, then sum of something will come. So make sure that data is grouped by, and obviously we are going to read about group by and other things later. And here is a combo chart. So in combo chart, as you can see, we have two graphs. So here you can see we have monthly sales and profit. So if we simply press Control T here, we are just changing everything to table. In table, we can see we have sales and profit, and here order is necessary because it is monthly data, you know. So January, February, March, and April. So this order is necessary. When you will select this, and we decided that or discuss that when order is necessary, one of them should be a line graph or some kind of chart that will represent that order. Here you have this icon, or in your version you have to find which chart icon says combo chart. You can use the chart type to highlight different types of information, and you can use it when the range of values in the chart variables or varies widely, or you have mixed type of data. So here one important thing is both sales and profit are in currency, like let's say both are USD values. So in that case, that 12,000 profit is actually part of sales. Okay. So considering that in mind, when you will click on it, you will see three type of graphs. Okay. So here is a area chart that is showing how sales is increasing and how profit is increasing respective of sales. That is one thing. Or this graph. In this graph, we are highlighting different type of information, first thing, and the range of values in the chart varies widely. That is, the range value varies widely. Like, let's say sales was in millions and profit was in hundreds, something like that. And secondly, obviously you have mixed type of data, but here we have, we can use this chart to highlight different types of information. Obviously we have mixed type of data. So what is happening here, in this case, although we don't have the mixed type of data, but here these columns are representing the sales value, and this is representing the profit value. Okay, so this is this red line, and if you see, if let's say if sales value is in the range of 8,000, then profit value is in the range of 2,000. That's what it is showing. So when we have selected this chart, you will see an option to change chart type. When you will click on change chart type, you will see these options. Here you can see combo chart is selected, and here both sales and profit have different type of graphs. Like sales is clustered column and profit is line. But we said that both are actually money values, right? So both should be same type of graph. So we will select line for them, or we can select. So first select line for them. So in this way, you will see the trend of sales, like how sales is increasing, and the trend of profit, how profit is increasing with respect to that trend. Okay, this is one thing. Again, go to change type, and here you will be able to see different things. But in combo, if we select area chart, so sales is area, line is also area. Then also you will see the comparison between them. Okay, and this is a very nice example of just creating a graph where you have two different values. Okay, you can change its style from here. Obviously in legend, whatever color you have, you will be able to identify. And sales, profit versus month or something, whatever you want, like, or monthly sales and profit. So you can give these type of chart titles. So this was just a simple introduction to chart in Excel. And in this introduction, we learned about this type of graphs. Other type of graphs we will cover in different chapters with different type of examples. Th- this particular chart file is saved, and this will also be shared with you, so that you can try this on the same data, and then if obviously try on some other example also. Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day.